I found out I had cancer back in 2013. I was 10 years old. Started out just being really sick for about a month between the dizziness, the throwing up, constant headaches. We went to quite a few doctors and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. It took an MRI just to get any kind of idea. And from that point on, it changed my life forever.
Fishing was an outlet for Ethan during 2013, during his diagnosis. Gave him something to look forward to. Fishing has become something he's really got a knack for. He enjoys it. He goes out quite a bit. He was gifted the boat through Make-A-Wish, and before the boat he would fish ducks and ponds and took his mind off life. Gave him something to look forward to.
I was first introduced to fishing by my dad. He would take me out to different piers in the area. We'd go to Pier 60, the Skyway Pier. From the time I caught my first pinfish, I was hooked. And from that point on, just being able to be out on the water, enjoying a day fishing, it's just my favorite thing to do.
We've gone on quite a few fishing tournaments through One Voice Foundation. Every year they think about us, and he wins every tournament that he's invited to, which is pretty great. Even after all these years, they still continue to invite us.
My most memorable moment would be my first tarpon. Me and a buddy went down to the Keys, fishing under the bridges, throwing swim baits. Caught my first tarpon on artificial. Catching a fish that size with that kind of strength is hard to beat that. That feeling idling out of the boat ramp, there's nothing like it. That feeling of excitement, just wondering what's gonna come next. That first cast, you never know what you're gonna catch. Feeling that tug, that bite. As long as I'm out in the water, I'm happy. Conservation, as I've gotten older, has only gotten more important to me. Being out in the water so frequently, you really see the damage that's been done in recent years. And it's getting to a point where if we don't do something, it can become irreversible. And this is something that has changed my life and many other people's life. And I want it to be available to future generations to also enjoy.
After Ethan was diagnosed with brain cancer, we looked at life differently. We lived as if every day was a gift. And we focused on making memories, spending time outdoors, fishing. And when we first took Ethan fishing, I saw him smile, and he needed that, and I needed that too. So it was from that point on where he developed a love for fishing, and he hasn't stopped. The whole family, we like to fish.
My heart goes out to any kids that are struggling like I did. I think when you're going through something like that, you really got to find an outlet, whether it be fishing, being outdoors, sports, whatever it is that helps you get through those struggles. I encourage you just really get at it, really put your mind to it, put your effort into it, and it can be something that you love for the rest of your life.
When I hear stories like Ethan's, it's just so inspiring to be able to do these conservation projects that we're doing with Salt Strong Alliance, to be able to preserve our fisheries and come up with new innovative conservation projects like the redfish release and living shorelines that we're providing. We encourage everybody to preserve our fisheries and allow a lifestyle that Ethan has adopted, especially since he's diagnosed with cancer. People need to realize it's just not a guarantee that we'll have what we have today for future generations. It's just so vital to the future of our sport.